So what's up, everybody? With Spaces here, and I thought I'd make a quick video today on why Pool.pm is the best place to view your Cardano NFTs. Because I know a lot of people, especially a lot of newcomers in the space from Ethereum, they're used to viewing their NFTs on marketplaces like jpeg.store or cnft.io, which is great. I love those marketplaces. I use them all the time, but I don't typically view my NFTs on it because it is very limited in what they show for the NFT. Like, for instance, some NFTs have multiple images in it, and you can only ever see one image on those platforms. You might not even know that there are multiple images in your NFT. So I think it's always important to view your NFTs in Pool.pm because you're getting the most real visualization of the NFT that you own. So I think I'm going to go over this now. The first thing that's most important, I think, is how to get to your wallet on Pool.pm. So if you come to Pool.pm, which is the website, you can either use this wallet icon right here and then connect your Nami wallet, your Roy wallet, or your CC Vault wallet, and then have a quick access to it with a quick button. Or the simple way is you could search for your wallet by using your staking address, your wallet receiving address, or your ADA handle if you have an ADA handle in that wallet. So for instance, I have the Tyler ADA handle in my NeverSell wallet, so we'll pull that up here. You can see that's a quick way to get to my wallet just by searching it. Another cool thing about the ADA handle integration is you can see that my URL for this wallet right here is very simple: pool.pm/my ADA handle. And anyone with an ADA handle in their wallet can use this link. Let's say I wanted to post it on Twitter. I wanted people to check out my wallet. I could just go to Twitter and put in that URL. And you get a fancy URL with your ADA handle there. Anyway, the most important part about using Pool.pm is viewing your NFTs. Because you do get the truest sense of your NFTs by viewing them in Pool.pm, like I said before. I guess I'll go over a little bit of the organization real quick. So up top you have your fungible tokens. A lot of these are art pieces because a lot of NFTs in the early days were released as fungible tokens, or were minted as fungible tokens rather than NFTs. So you see a lot of those up here. But normally you would see like Hosky token, you can see Rat Style here, Sunday Swap, any of those fungible tokens you'll find up here. And then down below you'll see your non-fungible tokens, so everything else you can see here. And I was going to make a longer video going over everything, and I can if you guys like this video, because honestly Pool.pm does so much. I could honestly make a 2-hour video probably with all the stuff that you can use it for. But I think today's video is just going to be short, nothing technical, just why this is better. So let's click on an NFT. Let's click on the space bud here. And if this is your first time viewing an NFT on Pool.pm, it might look super simple, and that's because it is. But it's also giving you every bit of information saved inside that NFT. So here you can see the media file. Of course, you can see the title of it, the asset ID. If I wanted to get to the policy ID, I could click this guy right here. And I have my policy ID right here. I could see that this is a new feature added by Pool.pm, by Smog to Pool.pm. You could see where the NFT is stored. So for instance, with Space Buds, they're stored on IPFS, Interplanetary File Sharing or File System, something like that. It's basically when people say an NFT is linked off-chain, it's almost always linked to IPFS. So you can see that here. If it was an on-chain NFT, like if you were looking at a Stellar Hood or a Cardano number, it would say on-chain instead of IPFS here. Quantity is a fungible. It's a non-fungible token, so the quantity is always 1. You can see last owner, which is a bit of a misnomer, sort of, depending on how you look at it. It's basically the last wallet that NFT was sent to, so it's current owner. So if I clicked on this, it'll bring me back to the wallet that we were just in. You can see it here. And lastly, over here we have the minted date and time. So if you wanted to see what date and time your NFT was minted, you could see that here. Of course, like I said, you have the media file. Most media files have this black full screen box above them. So if you click it, you can bring the NFT full screen. And then down below you have all the text metadata of the NFT. So Spacebud was a good one to start off with because the metadata for these are very simple. Just the type, it's a dog, and then the traits that it has. So let's go back to the wallet. Let's close out of all these. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to jpeg.store. And let's look up some stellar hoods. Okay, so stellar hoods are a great example of why I use Pool.pm over any of these marketplaces to view my NFTs. This is an extreme example. For the most part, if you're dealing with like Spacebuds or Yummy Universe or any like PFP or single image NFTs, you're gonna get a similar experience on here as you do on Pool.pm. But there are a large number of NFTs, Stellar Hood included, where you don't get the full experience on the marketplace. So if I click on this guy here, it looks like this NFT is just this image file saying Stellar Hood 5101. But if we click, so you can actually do this from jpeg.store too and NFT or cnft.io. They both have buttons that bring you to the Pool.pm link of that NFT. So if I click this, we can view this NFT on Pool.pm and look how much different it is. This is because jpeg.store doesn't support these type of NFTs yet. And the reason Pool.pm does is because Smog's, since the beginning, he's been the one on top of setting the standards on how to view a lot of these NFTs. So for instance, when Turbo Egon, the creator of this NFT, was trying to figure out how to visualize these, I'm pretty certain he was working with Smog. I think I'm remembering that right. But he literally worked with Smog to make it possible because he was the first one to do this. One of the first people to do this. So here you can see with the NFT, you have the full screen box right here. I could open that up. I can make it. I could interact with it. I could open up the full galaxy or full solar system. It's not letting me. Oh, there we go. So I could really start playing with it here. Where in jpeg.store, you're only viewing this. So that's just one example. I think a better example would be, for instance, with my Hold Your Fire collection, me and Charles Gitnick. So this is just an example of an NFT that has multiple media files within it. If you were viewing this, if I posted this on jpeg.store, you would just see this single image. Let me do this. This is all you would see as the image of this NFT. Not much to see here. But if you were to click inside the NFT, you can see that there's a lot more going on with it. There's actually quite a few files we included in here that you would never see if you were viewing this on a marketplace. Also, a lot of more information down here, such as PFP downloads, descriptions, all this information that you would only see on Pool.pm. Some of this you might see within, on the, like in this section of jpeg.store, but on Pool.pm it's super organized. You got the title of the category and then the information within it down below. And as far as I know, Pool.pm is the only platform that lets you view NFTs like this. Like, it is a full visualization for the NFTs that you own, which I think is super important. Alright, there was one thing that I forgot to mention in the video, was 3D NFTs that are also only viewable in Pool.pm right now. So for instance, this ecoin horse right here. So of course they're only, like I said, they're only viewable within Pool.pm. You can make them full screen, you could play with it, or move it around. Play with it isn't really the right word. But there is another part to this too. So if I can figure out some video magic, I will pull up this on my phone somehow. So let's do that. Alright, I think I figured it out. Alright. So one other cool thing you can do with Pool.pm is if you're viewing your NFTs on your phone, you can actually view in their 3D NFTs. So this includes any ecoin horse. It's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, but I know there's others. But it looks like this. You guys might be seeing it on screen right now. But what you can do with this is, so if I press this AR button right here, it'll open it up. You guys can see my room. And then, wow, that was fast. Okay, so you can see that it scanned my room and has now put my horse on my bed. I think on Androids, for some reason there's a difference between Androids and iPhones, but on Androids, I believe it is still animated. I don't think you can do that yet on iPhones. Alright, so back in the wallet, I want to give one more example of things that you can't see on marketplaces that you can see on Pool.pm. And while I'm doing this, I'll show a bit of the search bar too, and a couple hidden secrets with the search bar. So currently, you may have noticed that Pool.pm organizes NFTs and stacks them by policy ID. So for instance, I have 2 space buds. If I click on that, you can see both of them here. But there is a way where you can view all your NFTs unstacked in your wallet, just by searching space. So you can see if I do that, it opens it up, and all my NFTs, regardless of policy ID, are all visible inside here now. Some other things you can do is you can obviously search for any information within the NFT. So if I want to see Aeonium Sky, I could type in Aeon, and Aeon pops up. If I want to see my nitties, you'd see nitties pop up. So it's a very easy search function. Another one that I talked to Smog before this, and another cool one to mention is you can actually, because of the way the metadata is set up for NFTs, and again, this is getting a little technical, but if you wanted to see all NFTs in your wallet that don't have any traits, so I know Space Buds and Nitties are big on people collecting no trait of those collections. I could search open bracket, close bracket, and all the NFTs without, and ADA handles will show up. But this NFT, this Hoskinson, you can see that it has no items. So by searching this, you could bring up all the NFTs in your wallet without any items. So yeah, let me bring up, I want to show one more NFT. So if I went to Aeon's Tree series, so if anyone doesn't know, this was a series that Aeon released as seeds, and then the NFT evolved over time, and the tree gradually grew into a full tree. And what Aeon did with these was they included all the individual stages as it grew up in the metadata. Again, this is something that you wouldn't be able to view on any marketplace, any Cardano marketplace that I'm aware of. But on Pool.pm, it's super easy. You see this here with the little link icon next to it. So if you click on it, it'll bring you to the first evolution stage of the tree. So like this NFT actually contains 6 different media files. The main final media file, the 4 different stages, and then they even included a 4K MP4. So if you only viewed your NFTs on jpeg.store, you would have no idea that this NFT even had all this stuff. So that's a big reason why I wanted to make this video. I think a lot of people are missing out on stuff that they have on their NFTs. And again, not every NFT has these. Like, I don't know, if I click on a random one, like this NFT would show up exactly as it is right now on any marketplace. But not all NFTs are like that. So it is good to view your wallets on Pool.pm as opposed to marketplaces. Like I said, it's one of the best tools that we have in the space. It's super useful. Actually, another quick use is up here. You can actually get a CSV of your entire wallet. So if I click that, I download it, and I open it in Excel, which I don't own, so it's gonna complain. Maybe not. But you can see a full CSV file of all the contents of your wallet. So like the NFTs, all the metadata information. Basically, you'd see everything here. So super useful for that. If you ever, there's many reasons why you would use it, but yeah. I think that goes over pretty much everything. Like I said, I wanted to make this video short. We're like at 15 minutes right now. There's so much I could talk about Pool.pm like for an entire day. I think probably it's the website I'm probably on the most throughout the day. Maybe not the most, but I'm on it a lot. And there's so much you can do with it. I barely scratched the surface. I just wanted to make this like consumable. So let me know how that was, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos on Pool.pm or other tools in the platform. We at CNFT News would love to bring you guys more of those. It's kind of hard to fit them in during the shows because like they're so structured. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, definitely let us know. And yeah, if you want to see more about Pool.pm, definitely let me know. Shout out Smog.